Hello, fellow swivelheads. This is Greg Allison with Green Gregs coming to you on Thursday night. Date is the 12th of August, 21. Time on deck is 23,2600 hours Central Daylight Time. 23:26, i.e. today's almost over. But so I'm coming to you live late, but I wanted to do a special report on something I wanted to share with you. And that is that America is on the verge of a social credit system. I'm bringing this to you live just so you can get it tonight and get it posted, because it just take me longer if I recorded it and put it up. But this social credit system is part of the hive. It's part of the thing I warned you guys about, because the proposition of my channel help you survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. Well, the hive's coming apparently, so we got to figure out how to negotiate it. And that is going to be one of the challenges in front of us for the next several years. Because what we're talking about is by the year 2030, the America media giants, social media and so forth, will effectively bring us what China already has, or something very similar to it, where they can really control so much in your life that you just wouldn't believe it. So as that's what's coming, how do we deal with it? What do we do? So we have a lot of challenges, my friends, many challenges. So let's, I have to open up a couple of things here. Let's go into that. I want to do some sharing. This is a live session. This is a live session, and we'll have a little chat, but we're not going to chat and stay on this long tonight. Most of my live sessions last 2 hours or longer. But we need to keep this in short, because I've not had dinner yet tonight. I still got to go to Michael Green's trailer. I got chores to do. So let's try to keep it shorter. I've not got much sleep in the last few nights, so I like to move on. But let's talk about this. What is happening? What's coming at us? I'm going to share some stuff with you. Then I'll go in the chat session, see what you guys got to ask, what you guys are thinking. If you're coming in later and you haven't seen all this, come back and watch it in the beginning. So we're going to do a share screen, and I'm going to go to some articles over here, and it might go kind of funky on us. Hang on a minute. It's not where it needs to be. There we go. Open that up. Yeah, so it may open up with an ad. This one website is kind of funky on me here. Okay, guys. See how it does. There we go. There we go. A lot of these websites like pop up with these ads and want to sound off early on. It's hard to get them under control. But I think I already got this under control. This is The Hill. This is a paper. It's actually published in Washington, D.C. as a newspaper, and you find it throughout all the cafeterias and break areas where Congress meets all around Washington, D.C. They store them around for people to pick up. You will find a lot of your congressmen subscribe to it. It's and of course it's here on the internet. So it's got a lot of articles. I don't think it's directly partisan. I may be wrong, but here what it says here is coming soon. Okay, I told you earlier, coming soon. The Hive, the Hive, coming soon. That was one of my thumbnail pictures some time back. Coming soon. America's own social credit system. Wow, guys. So, guys, if you think you've seen it, if you think that we're being, a little bit heavily handed, dealt with by the social media today, might be in for some surprises. Might get far more interesting, shall we say, in the Chinese proverbial curse. So the new domestic war on terror, what's it saying here? I'm not even going to repeat everything in this article here. But what we're saying is we could be moving into a soft social credit system by the end of this decade. For some reason, 2030 seems to be the year they're talking about, which also kind of synonymous with what you find in the World Economic Forum. There's a lot of goals are set toward the year 2030 for some strange reason. Of course, there is a certain agenda. You might have heard of it. The 3-0 preceded by 2-0. Be careful what we say here. So, and it talks about China's social credit system, combination of government and business surveillance where citizens get a score. Guys, if you got a low score in China, you can't buy nothing. You're nobody. You just might as well don't even exist. And how do you get a low score? Well, you don't suck up to the party, the CCP. How you get a high score? You lick Xi Jinping's boots. I mean, it's pathetic. It really is. So that's where we're heading here, guys. That's what we're talking about. Well, where did my cursor go? There it is. Screen jumped on me. So that's the kind of stuff we're talking about. Now look here. Now, I think this article here is actually from last week. Golly, Pete, the cursor's hanging up on me. So it's a date on this article. 3rd of August. So it's mentioned here a decision by this website here. It made an announcement that they had a partnership with this group here to investigate the role of these guys. Now, we don't need any of that. But and there may be some confusion there. And propagators of what? Does that mean if you're just not entirely sucked up to the system? Or what? Who all fits underneath that? Who all fits underneath that? Does libertarians fit in that category there? The people who want physical responsibility fit in this category. The people that like freedoms fit in this category. If you embrace our founding documents, do you fit in this category now? So, what's going to be the determination? How are they judging who this category? I'm hunting something here. How they determine who fits in this category? See, the problem is it could be subjective labels. No, that wouldn't happen. And it could impact large groups of people. So, wow, can you believe businesses are making these decisions based on social criteria? They have nothing to do with business, but we're seeing that. We've already seen that. What business sense do these things make? Well, these businesses appear to have something else going on at the top other than just business sense. Yeah, strange stuff, guys. Strange stuff. But here it says these guys have collected information that will be shared with other financial firms and politicians. Really? Which politicians, for Pete's sake? Did anybody tell Elon Musk this thing he started was going in this direction? He sold it. He doesn't have any say so there anymore. That's what gave him the money to start SpaceX. And who else is taking similar measures? Some other platform, Facebook, right? Wow. I won't talk about that one, but we got a page on Facebook for our Freedom Restoration Foundation. And one of our board members, who's an admin on the page, posted a video of a shopping cart being pushed around in a grocery store. There was no comments, nothing said, just the shopping cart being pushed around inside of a grocery store, a Walmart. And it would just happen to have a lot of barren shelves. And so you could see what was there. It was declared to be fake by fact checkers. Really? Well, that was not fake at all. What was fake was the fact checkers. It was very politically motivated. And not only that, but they threatened to shut down our Facebook site because we've had too many of these occurrences. Wow. Okay, we see where this is going, guys. We see this. And what is extremist about a video of a shopping cart going through a grocery store? I started to do a video from my local grocery store the other day when I was talking about shelves getting a little bare. I was asking about that. But they had all this music constantly playing, so I knew I was going to just get constant, continuous copyright strikes. So I decided I wouldn't do a video inside that grocery store. They had all that stupid elevator music, blah 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 blah. Just songs that you don't know what they were singing. But hey, I would know, it was strike, 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 strike. That's another thing with this platform. So really, I decided not to do the video. I just did it here at the house and talked about it. Now, I could have done like that video, just killed the sound and just walked around. You've got the idea, but apparently that's horrible. Apparently that too is horrible. Wow. Existence is fake, obviously. So this is strange stuff, guys. This is really strange, strange, strange stuff. We're in strange times. But apparently they've not got strange enough. Now, hey, listen, I do not like anything to do with groups that fit in this category. I am against supremacists. I am against groups that of any persuasion that think that they're better than anybody else. And, want to take that to the point of calling for violence. I'm against violence, guys. But you have to defend yourself. You have to defend your family, and if you have to use force to defend yourself, you got to do what you got to do. You got to look after your family. So, yeah. So, this talks about who draws the line. There's quoting the Supreme Court Justice Potter. He says, "I know it when I see it." Yeah, right. That's good. So they're talking about, well, this could go bigger than just banning the Trumpster from using tweeting at 3 a.m. Right? It's already gone bigger. Check this out, guys. Rand Paul, a U.S. senator, who's a medical doctor, has been banned. Really? I don't know. Maybe this video is going to be too touchy. I might get in trouble just for talking this stuff. Or maybe the trouble will come to me later. The potential scope for the soft social credit is under construction, and it's enormous, according to this article. The same company, listen, Coca-Cola has made comments, Nike, all these big companies are going down this road. And it's just, what place does that have in business? But I don't know. So if you speak against things like this, or if you question certain side effects, you might be, or you advocate rights that are guaranteed in our Constitution, you might be in trouble. Here's what we get you. When does your debit card get canceled over old tweets? Something you said some time back, your debit card get canceled. This kind of stuff we're talking about, guys. Your home loan denied, homeschooling for your kids. You'll end your eBay account invalidated because some friend flagged you for posting a Gadsden flag. And gee, my mixed race daughter gave me a cup with Gadsden flag on it. Can I get banned for having a cup of coffee with that? I should have brought it down here. I would have had to wash it out. Speaking of which, I'm gonna need some coffee shortly. So guys, this is just, and there's this new digital dollar they're talking about. A lot of them want to have a digital dollar. It's decashing. Well, that's what China's trying to come up with. Basically, they will know everything you purchased, where you bought it, when you bought it. If you buy a square of toilet paper, they're going to know. If you buy a pencil, they will know. And they could shut down. What China's talking about, they pay you money, you get the money, but they don't like what you're doing. They take it back. You can't use it. Might be in your account, but you still can't use it. You can't touch it. That's money with big, long strings attached to it. So it's really not yours. It kind of gets you the Great Reset. You own nothing. You have no privacy. Well, yeah, that's it. Yeah, you have no privacy. You own nothing. And they claim you'll never be happier. Well, I guess the slaves in the, in the gulag have never been happier, right? I don't know. Not being the guy on the oarsman in that boat, the guy's beating on the drum, stroke. I remember that from Conan the Barbarian. Conan the Barbarian. Anyway, did you know that Arnie's dad was a brown shirt? Interesting. So now here's this. Until and unless there's an organized pushback, our future could track with those increasingly illiberal societies. Now, what stuff Britain's doing? Britain's going there, just all this stuff, guys. Peer pressure and trendy movements, and ability to comply with new system with click of a mouse. So this is all written by Kristen Tate, and she's a libertarian writer and an analyst for Young Americans of Liberty. Very good. Here's your email, Twitter or something. Okay. So maybe time for you guys to consider something, and that would be this. Some people say I'm just a fear monger. No, I'm a hope monger. Here's hope. We need to do stuff, guys. I need to add some stuff in here too. We got to add some actions. I need help though. We need some volunteers. You know, I barely have time to sleep. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's one of those things we're not supposed to talk about. Oh, and freedom of speech. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah. Yeah, my social credit score is probably going somewhere in negative territory, like a negative 1 million. it's probably in the lock him up category. That happens, right? Yeah. Action Center here tells you what to do and how to do it, all this good stuff. You know, hey, guess what? We're setting up our own social media though on KLW World News. Go to KLWWorldNews.com. Lee Wilbarger, and he's going to set up a special deal for the Freedom Restoration Foundation members, and we can go in here and speak our mind and say anything we want to. And this system, they can't shut it down. It's got its own independent servers, and we're going to. And he's setting up to connect all this stuff outside the internet, even with ham and things like that. So we're creating our own system. At least Lee Wilbarger is in that case, and I'm glad to be able to bring this stuff on there too. Right now, this is on a website. We may move it eventually, just for the preservation of it. But so there's more to it than that, guys. Not only are we worried about our own companies and things, but what's this going on with China? China has stolen enough data to compile a dossier on every American. So they got a file on you, or they could have a file on you, your kids, your wife, your aunt, your uncle, your mama, your daddy. It's soon to be on your kids too. They have stolen so much data from America. In fact, that's how they built their Defense Department. They didn't have to do all the research of these fancy stealth planes. They don't need a big budget for that stuff. They stole it from us. And now they got you. So, you know, this is why, you know, a certain previous president was against Huawei. And we find Huawei is taking stuff from other countries. A dossier on every American adult is what it says. Wow. What are they going to do with it? What is China planning to do with this information, this data? Why do they need all this information on citizens in a foreign country? Are they planning to stick their fingers in our country, control us too? Will they blackmail us to do their bidding for them? Are they hunting people here that they could use to their own agenda and their own purposes against us? Or are they figuring out who they want to get rid of when they take over? I don't know, guys. This is frightening stuff. Why does China need this kind of data, guys? Just to not implement sanctions against China like it did against Russia for intelligence hacks. Yeah, well, gosh, guys, I'm not going to read this article to you per se. You know, we really shouldn't do that. I mean, you can read from it, as long as you make commentary to it, which I always do, and I do with the other one. But guys, this is just it, guys. Where's it end? Yeah, this is why I tell you, proposition my challenge to survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. And let me tell you what, one thing is you better be independent. To be independent, you need to do things like grow your own garden. Check my links on some of my videos to truly market. Now, this is a live session. I don't usually post them on live sessions, those links. They're usually on the programs I upload. Like this morning, I did one on growing peas in my aquaponics system. So, microgreens. Boy, it's late. I got stuff to do. I'm not ate yet. So let's go into the stock share here. And I'm going to go over and see what you guys are saying. Hello. So I got to go back over to the chat room and see what you guys are talking about, what you're saying to me, what you're asking. And there it is. Yeah, 60 watching. Very good. Very good. And only 47 thumbs up, 48, 61 watching. Come on, everybody, give us a thumbs up. If you're just joining, and go back and watch this. And again, 8.6 earthquake in Sichuan. Oh, that is strong. That is strong. Well, look at, you know, I think Karma's visiting China. They had 2 years of massive 1,000-year floods. I mean, 1,200-year floods are hitting China right now. 2 years in a row. Massive floods, earthquakes, typhoons. Wow. You know, maybe that wolf warrior stance that Xi Jinping's taking just isn't serving him well in the world of karma. The good Lord above is kicking him a little bit. Earth is quaking and shaking, trying to shake them off. Well, we might get some of that shaking too. There's a lot of volcanic activity right now. They're expecting a lot in the Aleutian Islands of Alaska. There's watches on about 3 or 4 volcanoes right now. And earthquakes, we just had 2 or 3 earthquakes along the mid-Atlantic ridge here in the past couple of days. What's going on, guys? Let's see here. Melanie Lyons, Patricia Staton. Melanie Lyons, we ain't seen nothing yet. Well, you got that right. We're going to talk about something else. You know what? I talk about hope. One of the biggest things for hope you can do is just be prepared, be mentally prepared. That means you need to take your mind into these things. And see, that's why I talk about this stuff. You need to understand what could really happen and think about it and think how you would deal with it. So if it does happen, you aren't caught in a state of shock. That's where a lot of people is going to be. A lot of preppers are going to be in shock because they didn't really wrap their mind around these things. They didn't think about what it could be and how they would deal with it. It's don't bring it on, but be able to deal with it if it happens. And to do that, you've got to think about it. You got to have your mind in there, think about what the possibilities are. That way, if it does happen, you aren't in some catatonic state. Yeah, catastrophic, catatonic. That's trying to sound both at the same time. Yeah, it would be a catastrophe if you're caught catatonic when it hits the fan. So you need to be able to think. Like I always say, don't panic. Don't ever panic. Yeah, if you want to keep your head on your shoulders, keep your head on your shoulders. I mean, think, or else somebody might remove it for you. But you don't need that. You don't want that. You got to be able to provide for yourself and your kids, your family. And so thinking is one of the most important. This is the most powerful weapon known in the universe. Right here, it's the human brain, human mind. And one of the most powerful forces in the universe is the human soul. It's the heart we've got, our heart, our soul, our mind, our will working together. We can accomplish amazing things, including saying, no, we don't need none of your whatever it is they're trying to push on us. There's that picture of all the elites playing Monopoly, and the Monopoly, to find it somewhere, sure, the Monopoly game board is sitting on the backs of all these poor people sitting around. And the statement below that says, all we got to do is just everyone stand up and it's game over. They can't do it without us, guys. That's a very good point. There is hope, but we got to wake up. We got to wake our friends up, our neighbors, our family. It's not always easy to do. It's easier just to go along, get along, because, well, that's how you get the next paycheck. That's how you get the next food stamp or whatever. You go along with the system. Don't rock the boat. And one day they're going to pull the plug, and that boat's going to sink with you in it if you're not aware. So that's what we got to think about. Arnold Smith, 20 is my checking number. Arnold's always throwing some number out. You're funny. You're so funny. Rapscallion Garcia 4.0. So Rapscallion 3.0. It reminds me of, that's a term old Jeffrey, what's his name, used to use, like rapscallions. We need to get rid of our tracking devices. Yeah, there you go. Those things do tend to do that. Yeah. Let's see. You have a low credit score here. You can't buy anything either. Well, that's, where you at, JC? It looks like they're trying to bring it on. It's Katie Moyer. The something variant is not scared. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, I can't read some of the stuff right out. Preston Robert. Hey, deplorable. I'm off to Never land of liberty and freedom. Never. Oh, yeah, we could write a wistful little novel. Never land. It's the land of where the free live, Yeah, that's interesting. Kind of like Peter Pan, right? Except it's a different world. Hey, Amanda, how you doing? Greg Mayer, hope you're well. Good day, USA. Hope you're all well up there. Well, I got a little cough, but it's nothing. The happenings down under are now absolutely everyone's sense of hope. The happenings down under are now now has absolutely everyone's sense of hope. Well, what's happening, Amanda? What's happening in your neck of the woods? I hate fake empty shells, and some of them are fake. Some I'm hearing sometimes they're going around and position stuff so they don't look so empty. I don't know. What is it, guys? Because we're just in a live action role play here, a LARP session, right? When will people get it? 50% of the population being born is not white because of the demographics. We will lose our rights. You can say it's wrong and right. It doesn't change the truth. Move to Europe. I don't belong in Europe. I'm right here. The only place in Europe I might want to go to would be Norway. But I don't know. Scotland, maybe. I don't know. Scotland's too liberal. I don't belong in Europe. I'm not. My ancestors have been here for hundreds of years, taking all sense of hope. Well, we need to come up with our own hope, guys. We can work together. Caesar Q. Meow, meow, meow. All right, let's see. JC. Aha. That was the cat song, all right. Oh, what was that? All right, must be something I was showing earlier. It's getting ridiculous, says Amanda. Yeah, it sure is. Two hats, says New Orleans implement a check-in. Oh, papers, please. See, what country do we equate with that phrase? Your papers, please. Well, could be worse. Might get worse. Hey, Andrew, how you doing? So, Elton, let's go on. Halo, Elton Butterfield. Man, and never, ever return to the old again. I need something better, more freedom. Look, my Constitution, man, I had it right here. I must have buried it when it's moving stuff around. Ah, there it is. Hang on, guys. That's what's on here. Yeah, discussing this might be verboten. You talk about this stuff, oh my gosh. Yeah, you might be banned forever. Especially the other thing, the bill, the first 10 amendments, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. Holy smoke, we ain't got no rights. That's heresy. Let's hope not. Let's hope not, guys. Let's hope not. There are people that have been salivating over the notion of taking our rights away from us based on catastrophes or this, that, and the other forever. I remember 20 years ago hearing a commentator on a show about potential bad outcomes, war or something that might come this way, and then they would like almost salivating. Of course, if this happened, we would necessarily have to take away and limit the rights of Americans. I'm going, what? You jerk. Boy. Hey, we got invaded in the War of 1812 and we still had our rights. We had a war between the states. Some rights were abridged temporarily in that war by the centrist-oriented president of the northern states. But, of course, there were some people that didn't have rights in the southern states and they needed those rights too. Nobody's got the right to own anybody. If you think you're better than somebody else, then you're just not thinking. Then you got an overinflated sense of importance. And we have an expression for that here in the southern states. Aren't you precious? So, and that is not a compliment. We in the southern states of America have ways of talking to somebody. What might sound like a compliment is anything but. Some people in the northern states don't know the lingo here because we do have our own language. Arnold Smith, man, talking to Amanda. Let's see, Commonwealth. It's all we go. Ramming speed. Stroke. Man, we might need some ramming speed. Farmers might be going to their tool shed or barns, finding the pitchforks. Conad. That's right, Gonad, Conad. Remember the snake cult in that movie? Yeah, I can think of groups today that are like the snake cult in that movie. Each Commonwealth nations have had Major lockdown. Oh, I gotta watch. I can't say this. I should be saying certain words in there. Kentucky governor can't wait. Oh boy. Yeah, see, that's it, guys. You're gonna have to get ready. Better just get ready. You better start prepping. Oh yeah. I could have done a whole show just on what's going on in the nation of Chin. The third largest port in the world has just been mostly shut down because one person there is reported to have had a bug. Well, you know, our supply system was already upended. You know, our supply chains are raveled and breaking and frayed, and you know that's just more problems. That's another reason you expect things to not be in abundance and prices to be a preponderance. Okay. More rough stop. Can I help from Cedarville, California somehow? Yeah, okay. So cede from the state and create a conservative state in California. Break California up. Don't like the guy. Who do you not like, Amanda? Oh, you don't like Lee. Can't afford Lee. Oh, what we're going to do a special price just for the foundation. It's going to be more. It costs like $10 a month instead of this $40 plan. There's going to be a special plan for because the foundation is not profit. So he's going to do a special plan just for us, and it'll be like $10 a month or something like that instead of the 40. But it'll give us an ability to talk and communicate and say what we want to say over that platform. But, you know, look, he's still paying for servers, and he's got 2 technicians helping him out. So he's paying some salaries, and don't have a lot of subscribers yet. So, you know, he's just trying to get the system started. Oh, targeting Protestants. Oh, yeah, we're living in strange times. Western soldiers are creating the demos to do it. JC, I believe China has plans for every acre here where they might do it. You know, the Soviets had a street sign for every street in Europe. They were planning to put them in place, but it didn't happen. And you know, we might just be able to fool the Chinese plans too, but we need to strengthen the resolve to do it. Maybe a different administration. As far as what I see, and making salsa. That sounds good, Susie Q. Sharon Lee's info. Okay, do that. More that roast off. 56 now. Okay. Well, we're at 62 thumbs up. Let's get some more guys. I got 75 people watching. My mind's there for quite some time. Okay, there you go. You just got to consider things. You got to think about it. Oh, shielding, CDC. That's what they call it. Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of situations right now that's very, very concerning, guys. Arnold Smith, Britain, Canada, NZ, and the United States. That's why they built all those female camps. Trudeau, oh my gosh. Is Trudeau really the son of Castro? Is that possible? His favorite. Pierre and his wife used to spend a lot of time going down to visit him. More dry excess fruit. There you go. So a peach and a strawberry. And we have a special here in Southeast Asia. Somebody's pretty as peach. 3 to 5 pound hailstorms. Ooh, how many will prep for that? Well, that's just it. That's why you have some backup to your garden. That's why I offer things like the long-term food storage from my Patriot Supply. If you go to prepwithgreg.com, you can get a $300 off of a 3-month supply of long-term storage food that lasts 25 years. With 2,000 calories a day, which is a lot more than a lot of those other food companies offer. And, you know, I had an interview with John Hollerman, you know, last week. He was explaining. He said, oh, 2,000 calories a day, that's good. That's what you need. Most companies don't offer that when they tell you they're giving a year worth of food. You're going to be an 800 calorie a day ration, and that's not nearly enough. That's starvation ration, guys. So you don't want that. You need something that's real. Go to prepwithgreg.com. You can find it there. Mordock says, Deer Lodge, Montana is reportedly sitting on X devices. Not sure copy. Cards, well, they can shut the cards down in April. So yeah, we need our own moolah. You know what I mean? This page of what's going on in the country. You not want to believe that you're going to see things in your lifetime that you never thought you'd see. Hey guys, I just showed you that thing with a U.S. senator. He happens to be a medical doctor banned by a platform. You know, I've seen some strange stuff already. Look, just thinking about what always happened with the bug in the last year and a quarter. It's really been strange. Pretend to go along with the system and prep on the down low. There you go, not man. Not man. Yeah, you do things in stealth, right? There you go. Tend to go along with the system, but don't actually go along with it, right? So, yeah, I may have a hard time getting this video monetized tonight, guys. It's like everything I do live, they automatically demonetize it and I have to appeal it. That's why super chats help for these live shots. But I probably have, I don't know, we're talking about a lot of stuff here. Halo from Boogertown, Tennessee, non-PC capital of America. Boogertown, I like that. Let's go to Boogertown. I'm in Illinois, says Suzuki. Yeah, I can believe that. When will this come to Australia? Leverage channel, says Shockwave. Well, you know, Australia sometimes precedes us with these things. Hey, you got Sky News down there. That's one of the best news services I've seen online. It's important. Nicholas Napier says it's important to have what you have. A different world out here, better off in Tennessee than you think. Yeah, I'm just 8 miles from Tennessee there, buddy. And I managed to get up that way a lot. We live in a very large country. It's going to be hard for any of these techs to try to take over. That's one of our advantages. See, Susan Q says, I bought the lot next to my house. There you go. Trees, medicinal. That's good planning. Bob Dobbs. Getting out of town might be better planning. Bob Dobbs from Alaska says, most will not believe their eyes. Alaska changed very little in the last few years. Very good to hear that. There you go. Man, someday the government will understand they are not the Borg. Resistance is not futile. Well, they may have to have some resistance to come to that conclusion. Saying this is considered anti-government, which goes against social media policies. We're in trouble. Susan Q. It is actually, this is, I only go town when I have to. There you go. So you have town, good to know. Oh, I just missed a bunch. What happened? Scrolled too much. Sometimes the scroll bar jumps. Lots of written material, yeah. Magnetic field weaker, tin hat man, or ozone layer. Yeah, you have to worry about the ozone layer. A lot of different things happen that cause a lot of damage. Some of these things we've talked about in the past, like a war of nuclear proportions. Excuse me, guys. I don't have dinner yet either, so we're going to go here in a little bit. Colorado Jan, I was going to subscribe. I saw it was $10 a month. I had to wait for next month. Okay. Well, we're going to have a special service there, and you can get into that pretty soon. It was like $40 a month. You got hundreds of channels you get with that, including he's going to give a special emergency warning. He's got a thing where if you get in the tight, you can just call in and he'll find somebody close to you to help you out. So there's it's amazing the kind of services he's offering here. Stay peacefully, Elton. Yeah, Elton, good night, guy. Thanks for joining us. Barbie Thor says good night, Elton. Okay. Bob Dodds injured my back in 2004. Well, now Medicaid doesn't pay for MRI. Well, sorry to hear that. Shrooms, magical forest sounds like my perfect vacation, says Bob Dobbs. Madam Gross, Booger Town's not on the map. I live on the green side. You know, hey, we had Rabbit Town, Possum Trot, close to me, there's a place called Possum Trot. There's a community called Needmore, and it wound up having less. Basically dried up and blew away. Needmore, Alabama. Let's see, CJ Bitter. I've seen the videos on how to get your aquaponics to cycle off grid, no power. Well, I got hot water that doesn't use any power at all, that heats the system. But I need to get electric power to run the pumps. I'll do that eventually. $5. 400% is common. 2,000% have been measured in 2 separate meters. Ooh. Been restless nights dealing with rats chewing my walls. Ooh, Helen, that's scary. Yeah, Helen, yeah, rats are very invasive. You don't live in Australia, do you? They're having a real bad problem in Australia. Helen, where you at? Look, get poison that they can't carry off and hide in their nest if they want to eat it right off. They'll wait and store it. But you can get these big giant bars that they can't carry away. They have to eat it on the spot, and that'll knock them out. JD Eddie. Hey, Uncle Greg. Good evening. Good evening to you, JD Eddie. April. Man, they track you guys. Yeah, they do. They do. What we buy and everything. Greg, what kind of radio is it you have on his side? What kind of radio is it you have on his side? Right now, so I'll just push the talk function through the phone. I'll have to get more later. Hi, Greg, what's your hat made out of? Oh, I don't know. What to say here? The Turner hat. 80% cotton and 20% poly. 80% cotton and 20% poly. There you go. Whew, name of the poison rat bars. I think I opened every one I had recently because somebody thought I had a rat problem, but I didn't have, because I already killed my rat cell. You know, I had a huge rat problem. I just didn't want to poison everything, but eventually I did. Rats hate garlic. They might, but they hate mint too. But you know, how much mint can you keep around? And eventually they will actually go through the Sasquatch hide. Oh, so we need a Sasquatch hide. Hey, I'm at the bottom of the chat, guys. We'll have to go I'm gonna have to get some jack links and go out and sit and see if a Sasquatch come up to us on another video night, right? I was doing that in spring when the frogs were singing so much. Had a lot of fun with that until I had my wreck. Hopefully, I'm just about well now. Hopefully, I can get back to the going occasionally to the Dog Days flea market for some more tool runs. Greg, I thought you made a Sasquatch hide hat. Oh, well, I got another hat. I'll just have to bring down here for you guys one day. Never seen it. Helen, fill rats and truly no set traps. Man, I tell you what, good smart rats will figure out any trap you got. Guys, let's call it a night. It's 12:10. I got some stuff to do. I've not ate my dinner yet. And we call it, supper in my neck of the woods here. Phil writes and truly Nolan set traps. Okay, we read that. So we're going to call it a night here, guys. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and do share my videos, and just pay attention, guys. We got a lot of our freedoms running a challenge. Listen, you can email me at info@freedomrestorationfoundation.org and put tribe in the subject line. I'm not there. Actually, I got a volunteer checking that email. I'm not checking that email directly. So send a personal email to it, and I'm not going to see it. So don't send me a personal email to that email. But it's for our tribes and for people joining the foundation. Oh, not tribe in the subject line. Put freedom in the subject line of the email. Just send info@freedomrestorationfoundation.org and put hang on, guys. So let me go back here. I'll come back to the chat and I'll show y'all. Put it in the notes here. Let's see here. info at FREEDOM RESTORATION FOUNDATION.org. Make sure you put freedom in the subject line. My social credit score is minus 1,000. Well, you're trying to catch up with me, aren't you? Helen, I sleep with my lamb, or I have a cat. I sleep with my lamb on. I have a cat. Oh, you mean you sleep with your lamp on? I'm saying lamb. Oh my God. I sleep with my lamp on, and you have a cat. Okay, got you, Helen. So let's see, Helen, you were having some. Let's say earlier here. Back up. Let's see that. I lost your earlier comment. There it is. Yeah, how much your rats? Oh, they have 5 in rat traps and pest cassette trap under mobile home. Wow. Oh, you're in Florida. Okay, I got it. Florida. You have a lot of rats down there. A lot of rats down in Florida. All right, I got that now. And they come out and check traps, and I sleep. Don't want in the dark. Okay. Well, poison, that's kind of don't feed the cats or else they won't eat rats. There you go. Well, I got a couple tomcats there. They're catching a lot of the small mice now. All right, guys. Once again, I'm gonna head toward end of the video here because I got a lot to do, and I'm not yet. So I got to go to the microwave shredder, finish watering a few things. But anyway, thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for being here. Take care of yourselves. God bless.